understand that you are retiring at the end of June, and I want to express appreciation for all your years of service, and especially your assistance during the time I served as interim pastor at Morris. It was a lot of work, but it was also a lot of fun. I recall with great fondness many times of laughing as I worked with you, as well as the rest of the staff. And as you transition into retirement, I wish you the best and trust that God will give you abundant days of joy in the days and the years to come. So finish strong, finish well, go in peace. God bless.
Hi, Joe. This is Margie Fixie. You remember who I am? We surely enjoyed our time in Iowa. Just was a little bit cold for us California people, but you were the best, I'd say best secretary my husband ever had. Just don't let this video go to any of our other churches that we served. But anyway, I hope that you and Paul have a wonderful, wonderful retirement. And I love you very much, Margie Fixie.
Hi, Joe. This is Pastor Wayne. Wishing you congratulations on your retirement of 37 years being a church secretary. I was honored and privileged to be a pastor for 16 years of those 37 that you worked as a church secretary at Morris Reformed Church. Here's to having free time, a good cup of coffee with those that you always enjoy, and having a time where you can take a look and use the gifts that you have been given and continue to use it for God's ministry. So God's blessings, and wishing you many more years of serving Him.
Joe Dekker. What do you say about Joe Dekker? Well, she was always full of grace. She was always full of love. She always had that smile and that laugh. I could come and sit in her office and she would always make me feel better no matter what was going on. Her faith was astounding. In fact, if you look at it, she's probably the one that's carried the church to where it is today. All of us guys that are on this video have come and gone. Joe was through it all. So Joe, we owe you so much. We thank you so much. In fact, you are one of the top 3 Joannes in my life, behind my wife Joanne and my mom Joanne. You're number 3. Joe Dekker, love you so much. Thank you for serving, for loving, for giving over all of these years. It's made a difference in so many lives. God bless you.
Every morning, 9:30 at the staff office at MRC was coffee time. And along with coffee, Joe would often make some goodies that we all loved. But knowing Joe, she would say, well, maybe this one isn't quite moist enough. Or maybe this frosting could have been a little bit higher. Or maybe. And we said, Joe, we love your things. But she'd say, well, and so we just finally agreed. Why don't you try again, and we'll see how the next rendition comes out. Sure enough, she'd try again, and it was just as good as the first one. Joe, we loved your goodies, but even more, we loved you.
Congratulations to Joe Dekker on 37 years of faithful, fruitful service to Jesus and the church. This is Tim Vink. I'm in Southern California this weekend and still on the road for 12 years here, working with our church planting all over the RCA. 400 some churches now started, and delighted that I got such a great start with you, Joe. Learned a lot from your joy and from your heart for the work, for administration. Really valued how you set me up for joy. I've had dozens of other partners and leaders in administration and operations and implementation teams, and just have learned that these are some of the best people in the world to partner with. Thanks for setting me up for success back in the early 90s when we got started as I came out of Fuller Seminary. Blessings to you. Enjoy your reward in the Lord.
We want to wish you a happy retirement and just say thank you for all your years of service at the Morris Reformed Church. You have been a blessing to many, many people, and I hope you just can sit back and enjoy this day and take it all in.
Joe, I just want to say thank you too. Just thank you for just really loving our family while we're at Morris Reformed Church. Thank you for loving each and every person that walks through the doors of that church, and we just celebrate you today. We just are thankful for the role you've played in our family's life. We're thankful for the role that you've played in so many people's lives at Morris Reformed Church, and I just am especially thankful for the relationship that my kids have had with you, how you would hug them and just take them in when they'd come for coffee and just love on them. And Joe, there's a reason that they still call you Grandma Joe.
I remember when we went to the Black Hills together, and when you guys introduced us to Rush Lake, Minnesota. That was such a fun time.
And when I was 4 years old and we went to Montana together.
Joe, we want to celebrate you and we thank you and we want to say, Go Joe.